Well, I mean, I like to clear two things. I suspect that I know former President John Dramani Mahama very well. I suspect so. Okay. And based on what I know about him, I think it's inconceivable that he would ever join the New Patriotic Party. He would never. I know that as a fact. I've known him over a very long period of time, and I don't think that he will ever join the New Patriotic Party. So that's out of the way. Now, second, I know Honorable Cynthia Morrison quite a bit. And I'm absolutely sure that she will take serious objection to references to her as the lost sheep and prodigal son. I have no doubt at all that she will take serious objection to these references. I don't think that she sees herself as a lost sheep or as a prodigal son. I think what she sees herself doing is clinging on to principle and making sure that nobody bullies her because of the position she has taken.
We don't fight that.
As a politician. So I would like to see her as somebody who is passionate about what she believes in and is ready to go to whatever extent is possible in order for her to realize her dreams. That's how I like to see, Madam Cynthia Morrison, Honorable Cynthia Morrison. Again, given indications on the ground, I would not be surprised if she wins the parliamentary seat. I mean, I've been tracking her, and it will be a surprise if she loses. I'm not saying that she's going to win, I'm not saying that she's going to lose, but based on what is happening on the grounds in her constituency, there is a fair chance of her winning the parliamentary seat. And I think that this ought to be taken into consideration. Now, given the two statements we are discussing, for me, what is important is that over the last couple of months, fake news is gaining currency. What is it that makes a manager of a social media platform sit in the comfort of his house or on the street and concoct a story and put it out? What is it?
Mind game.
And some of these fake stories are serious. You understand? Very serious. With very, very dangerous consequences. And it's been happening over the last 3 months. They just concoct stories, attribute it to public personalities, and just put it on the net.
I think the speaker even just released a similar issue because a video that occurred in July was played out yesterday as if it was happening yesterday.
But that's the problem. I mean, last week, I was at home when my attention was drawn to some story that had been placed under house arrest. And it came with a photograph of actually soldiers, jacking me up.
Oh.
Yeah, they manufactured the photograph.
Yeah.
And it looked real?
Well, they might have put my head on
Somebody.
other figure, but there were soldiers around me with my hands behind me and all of that.
Really?
I mean, why? That is my worry. My worry is not what Cynthia Morrison is saying or what the Ghana Armed Forces is saying and so on. Who are these people manufacturing dangerous stories about our country, about our politicians, and about our institutions? And they know that what they're putting out is false. And they're doing it.
Currency.
I think that the national security apparatus should be interested in tracing these unscrupulous, extremely dirty operatives. Because they can cause a lot of trouble. Do you know what one disinformation can do?
It cost some their elections.
Not cost it can actually destabilize the country. Completely destabilize the country. So whoever these people are,
Whoremongers.
and I'm not sure that if we appeal to them, they will change. They won't change. You understand? We need to find them and to make sure that they are not able to operate this
Comfortably.
this disinformation machinery that they've set up. Now, you see, it doesn't matter whether such persons are working for government or are working for anti-government forces. Whoever they are in danger. And the security apparatus should be able to deal with them even if they are operating from the Flagstaff House. No matter what they are operating for. Whether they are opposition or government, their actions constitute a danger to our already weak democracy. And I think that some action needs to be taken quickly to stop this disinformation machine. Can you imagine what will happen on election day? If this disinformation machine is cracked? Can you imagine what will happen on election day? So nobody should begin to think that they are benefiting from this disinformation madness that's spreading across the country. Nobody benefits from it. We need to shut it down. Do you think that
there's a machinery sitting somewhere organizing and, churning out these?
I think so.
You think so?
I strongly think so because of the consistency with which these things are coming and when they come and the messages they convey. There must be some machinery which is responsible for this level of disinformation, And everybody is a victim. Everybody is a victim. Now, when you see news items,
you have to question it.
You are not sure. Nobody is sure about what is being put out on social media and the newspapers and so on. That is itself a danger. You understand? If you live in a society where you don't know what to believe, that's very dangerous. And I think that we need to pay attention to ending this disinformation, machinery, which has become very, very, very active over the last 3 months.